Hello at Edcouch-Elsa High School. Welcome to episode 2 of our newly show Jacket Talks. Today I'm in here classroom A7 at the North High School with Miss Ozayu, our art teacher.
Thanks for having me on the show.
So what's it been for you here at Edcouch-Elsa High School?
Well, I started in March of last year. So I came in towards the end of the year last year. So my experience was very new. This is my first year teaching anywhere. So it's just been a pretty good experience. I learned a lot from the kids. Kids are learning a lot. The first year, not a lot of people were coming, I heard.
Yeah.
So it was kind of empty in here, but I think I just made it about having fun with art.
Oh yeah.
And then the attendance picked up, and we're having a great time.
Yeah, I heard, not many kids would come to art before you came in.
Right.
So that's really good for you. It does show you had a good impact on Edcouch-Elsa High School.
Yeah, I hope so.
So clearly you love art.
I do.
Is it like your whole personality, or?
I wouldn't say my entire personality, however, it's a hobby. I have my bachelor's in fine arts from the University of North Carolina at Pembroke.
Wow.
With a concentration in animation and digital art.
So you can animate?
Yes. So you
That's
see
so
me painting and stuff, right?
Yes.
But at my house, I have like an office set up and animations and
That's so
stuff
cool.
like that. Yeah. I'd say it's a career of mine. I don't see myself going anywhere. So I used to drive big rig trucks in the oil field before this stuff. So when I found out that I just wanted to give teaching a try,
right.
I'm not going anywhere.
So you love teaching?
I love it. I didn't think I would love it this much, but I can see myself here for a very, very long time.
Oh yeah, teaching's really fun and can motivate students in the long run.
Right.
You could be motivating these kids to pursue art in the future.
Absolutely. I'm still in touch with my art teachers from high school and college.
That's cool. That's really great.
They do have an impact on the kids.
So what are you painting right now?
Well, this is a mural. I was gifted this canvas from a teacher here at Edcouch-Elsa. So I primed it, and it's for Black History Month.
Wow.
So basically, it's showing the diaspora across nations and across time.
That's so cool.
So this is, I think, the newest or the most present, right? You see his iris is the continent of Africa.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. When you get in close, you'll see it. There's going to be a tear falling down his face. At the end of it is going to be a slave ship. So it's pretty symbolic.
That is symbolic.
This one is a Bedouin. Also, they're nomadic from North Africa. There's going to be a story. They usually have tattoos on their face. This one's going to tell another story. And then I'm going to have 2 women on the end.
This is really cool. I don't think anybody in Edcouch-Elsa history has ever made a Black history painting, especially as detailed as this. I didn't even know that was Africa. That's really, really cool.
So not a lot of people here, of course, demographics vary, right? So I'm just trying to educate as much as I can.
That's really
February is Black History Month. So actually next month we'll be next week we'll be hosting a Blackout Cinema. We're going to have 2 movies in the Fine Arts Building about Black history. So,
that's really good. That's important, teaching kids not only art but also history as well. I think that's great what you're bringing too.
Well, art is history. So when you look at ancient art, the ancient Romans, ancient Greece, the Renaissance, how are we learning about their history? We're learning it through their art, right?
And their fashion too.
And their fashion. So art is very important.
It's really important. More important than most people think.
Yeah.
So how did you get into art? Where did
I actually learned. I come from a very artistic family, but I learned from my father. So my father is the painter and the artist, right? I actually went to his alma mater. So his college, I went there. So that's where I graduated. So he taught me kind of almost everything I know. Now my creativity and my impact on the kids, that comes from my mother. So my mother was a daycare provider for, I don't really know, about 40 years. 40 years. And so just her creativity, how she thinks of things on the spot, that I get that from her. So my parents, I think, are my biggest impact and influence.
Wow. So yeah, I can tell your art skills really pop out, and your kindness towards the kids, I can tell. It's I see both your parents. Really
they're great. The kids are great. I'm having a lot of fun with them. They're teaching me a lot.
What do they teach you?
Just their personalities, what resonates with kids, what they respond to, right? A lot of people, I think older adults, think that you guys are teenagers, you don't really know much, or you guys aren't really in tune with things. You are. You totally are. I think the biggest thing is about respect. Respecting you, respecting me, listening to you guys. This is your class, right? You see all the cabinets are painted.
Yes.
That was them. So I just let them go crazy the first week. This was their room. You know, I let them look through everything, find supplies. They just took out the paint. They didn't even know there was paint in the cabinets. And I told them to go crazy, and they did. And they love it, and this is their space.
You know, this is a really great thing you're doing, because a lot of kids, you know, sometimes don't feel like they're seen.
Yes.
And I think sometimes they don't feel like they can relate. Yes. But I think with art, you know, they can really connect to other people, sometimes with messages or just funny cartoons.
Yes. Art is about self-expression, right? So my job as an art teacher is to teach you how to articulate and to access your inner self, right? Express yourself. And then I'm going to hone that skill, whether it be through painting, pottery, sculpture, what have you, charcoal drawings, to make a better impact on the society when you go out. So if you know yourself and you're comfortable in yourself, you're confident, you'll just be a better person all around. You'll be healthier, you'll be happier. So that's my goal. So I don't really think about it as just painting. This is about self-expression.
All right.
So they have a lot of freedom in class to kind of choose what medium they want to work with, right?
Yeah. So what inspired this? Like, does it like, do murals inspire this, or? Are
you talking about this piece here?
Yes.
So my whole process is pretty meditative. So when I start off, so a canvas is basically made out of like canvas cloth. It's like a thick cotton, right? Wrapped and stretched around some wooden slats.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's completely raw. If I were to paint with no primer at all, it would soak right through. It'd be super messy, because this is oil paint. Right? It's pigment or powder mixed with oil, okay, linseed oil. So what I have to do is I have to take white paint, basically acrylic paint, and I have to paint the whole thing. And so while I'm painting, I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do, and then after I'm done priming, then I'll go and tone the paper, or the canvas. So toning the canvas, this color here, this kind of takes away that stark white, and it kind of helps you see shapes, it helps you with layout, right? So after that, then I just take my pencil and then I just start kind of sketching. By that time, or by that point, I kind of know what I want to paint, right? So I erased this about 3 times. I didn't know where I wanted it placed, you know. I drew this with charcoal. And so this is kind of like my inspiration for the piece. So everything is pretty monotone, or monochrome. Monochrome means basically one color, different shades and tints. As you can see, this is basically all shades of brown. So this looks like black, but it's not. It's just a very, very deep sienna. Wow. Yeah.
So you know a lot about colors and color theory?
Yes, that's actually what we're doing now.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes, we're actually doing that now with watercolor.
Watercolor is really good.
Yeah.
You know, I mostly see watercolor in like classic cartoons like Tom and Jerry. You know, I picked a fitting shirt today.
The backgrounds, watercolor. Anime is very popular. The traditional, they do watercolor. The backgrounds you see are watercolor paintings.
So, you know, thank you for showing me everything. I love your art piece, and I'm glad to see your class is going well.
Of course. Yeah, no, we're having a great time. I'm really just blessed and just honored to be here. And I'm glad that I'm needed.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, we need more art at Edcouch-Elsa. I know, it's great. So, you know, don't stop what you're doing. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, Ms. Ozayu. It's really great to have you.
Come by anytime. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
I will. You know, once your club starts up, I'll be here.
Yes, club will be starting soon.
Okay.
So we're gonna reach out and find some ideas. We hope to go on some field trips in the future.
Oh yes. Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming, Ms. Ozayu. It was great to have you here.
Nice to see you.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. This is Ms. Ozayu here in room A7 here at the North Building.